Okay, let's begin. My left hand is what I used for before. My right hand is what I used to show after. We're going to put our uh, left hand on our initial letter, and we're going to put our right hand right here in the middle to show when we will switch hands and go from there to after. So let's say the alphabet: A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the sequencing. Lowercase letters will be lowercase letters will with the final letter missing. We're going to look at which letter is missing, and you guys will tell me the first two and then tell me the letter that's missing. W, X, Y, N, O, P. Yes, you should be doing this with me. V, W, X. You should be saying, pointing and saying it out loud. S, T, U, T, U, V, O, P, Q, P, Q, R, J, K, L, A, B, C, D, E, F, Q, R, S, I, J, K, K, L, M, F, G, H, G, H, I, L, M, N, C, D, E, E, F, G, B, C, D, R, S, T, M, N, O, H, I, J, X, Y, Z, U, V, W. All right, very good. And what we just did there, we looked for the missing letter in the sequence. Uh, just want to say again, when you put the letters in order, another word for order, longer word, but it means the same thing, means you put them in, I hope you said sequence. So alphabetical order and sequencing and alphabetical sequence are the same thing. Get ready to tell me the letter or grapheme that you see. Ready? I, R, G, E, digraph E, E, digraph S, H, digraph C, H, U, digraph O, O, A, trigraph T, C, H, C, J, H, V, digraph NG, Z, K, W, N, B, digraph CK, P, S, M, digraph TH, O, D, F, T, L. The next thing we're going to do, you will get ready to give me the keyword and sound. Rabbit. Leaf. Ooh. Umbrella. Uh. Watch. I'm sorry. Apple. Ah. Watch. Ah. Hat. Bat. B. Match. Wagon. W. Jar. J. Feet. E. Table. T. Violin. V. Shell. Sh. Thumb. Th. Mother. Z. You should be saying this with me, don't forget. Gate. G. Elephant. Eh. King. Truck. K. Octopus. Ah. Zipper. Z. Mop. Cup. City. S. Fish. Nest. Sink. Dog. D. Igloo. I. Kite. K. Pig. Sock. S. Nose. Z. Book. Moon. Chair. Ch. All right, very good job today. Let's keep it moving. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to continue looking at our suffixes that we looked at on the last time we had class. We looked at suffix ed. Before we get into that, I want to go ahead and just remind you that the BW, when I show you those formulas, BW, that's the base word, and the suffix. The base word, the base word is the smallest unit, is the simplest form of an English word. Okay, the suffix is a letter or letters added to the end of the word, and those change its form. The base word plus a suffix is called a derivative. If the suffix starts with a consonant, it's called a consonant suffix. If the consonant starts with a vowel, it's called a vowel suffix. Okay? So that's what we're going to look at right now. Some more things with suffixes. We're going to learn a rule today that will have to do with reading suffixes. Okay? So this rule is going to be one where we're just going to add. And the rule is this: if a base word, if you have a base word, if you have a base word and you add a vowel suffix, so we're going to add a vowel suffix, okay? If you have a base word and you add a vowel suffix, you're going to look at the last three letters. So there's a base word, and then you're going to look at the last three letters. If the last two letters are consonants, all you're going to do is add the suffix. And that rule is really it's called just add. So if we have a base word, we want to add a vowel suffix, we're going to look at the last three letters of the base word. If the last two are consonants, all we're going to do is add them. All we're going to do is add the suffix. And you say, what in the world does he mean? So let's look at this word, H-A-T. Well, no, that's not what we want. We don't want to do that one. That's a different rule. Let's look at this one. Let's look at this one, E-N-D. And we want to make ended using the suffix ed that we worked on the last time. So we look at, so these are the last three letters, and we look at, this is a consonant and this is a consonant. So all we're going to do is add ed, ended. That's our word. Okay? So now let's look at a few words to to prove that out. Okay? We just did ended, so let's do this next word. It's going to be M-I-S-T. The word is mist. Okay? And we want to add suffix ed like we just did. We're going to look at, and suffix ed is a vowel suffix. So let's look at the last three letters. The last two are consonants, so all we're going to do is add that, and our word is misted. Okay? So when we get ready to read that, we would box the suffix, and the vowel and the closing will short. That would be misted. Misted. Okay? Let's do another. B-O-O-T. And what this word is boot. Actually, we're just going to add the ed on that one. That's not going to follow the rule we were looking at. That is a just add as well, but that's not going to follow the rule we were looking at. So let's do the L-A-N-D-E-D. The word was land, and you see consonant, well, you don't see because my hand's in the way. So L-A-N-D. That's the word. Consonant are the last two letters. So all we're going to do is add suffix ed, landed. All right. So now we're going to move on. We are now going to look at our sight words here, our sentences with the sight words. So we're going to look at the first five. Remember that sight words or instant words are words that you just need to remember. Some of them don't follow our typical rules for sounding out, and some of them are words that we see so many times when we read, it's just best to go ahead and remember what they are. So let's look at the first one. We're going to do three of them. The first one, read with me. Many of them will go. And put your finger, well, you'll just follow along. Many of them will go. Look at number two. These will be up. Again, these will be up. Your turn. Read number 3. They have many of these. And whether you got all the words right or not, read it with me one time, okay? They have many of these. Thank you. So now we're going to move on. We're going to look at those sentences that go with lesson 29. We did the first 5. So what I'd like to do now is look at the next 5. So you should still be on lesson 29. And your pages are going to be page 170. So let's look at those sentences. We're going to start with number 6. I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the camera that I need. All right, let me zoom out, make sure we can see what we need. And we're going to look at number 6 through 10, okay? I'm going to do number 6, and you do number 6 with me, and then we'll see which ones you will do. Remember, when we look at these sentences, a sentence starts with a capital letter, ends with some kind of punctuation mark, has a subject and a predicate, and that it expresses a complete thought. When we read the sentences today, when we see learned word the, FOR, learned word for, TO, learned word to, O and TO, learned word onto, and OF, learned word of, we will circle those learned words, okay? Now, we're going to do number 6. I'm going to do number 6 with you. Don't worry about trying to tell me which ones you will do. Let's not waste time with that. Remember, we circle learn word the. We have digraph EE or vowel T EE. Remember, the first letter is the first letter is gonna be long. Second one we won't say, so it's gonna be tree. We'll look at the next word. Box or suffix. Then we come back a vowel and close syllable short. That word will be landed. On this next one, we will vowel and underline digraph TH. Then a vowel and close syllable short. We have to decide if it's with or with. It's with, so we will not make it voiced. Remember that A by itself says get coded with a tittle. Underline digraph SH, and the vowel and close syllable short, and that says crash. So our sentence is, you should be coded like this. Your sentence should be coded like mine. Don't try to race me. Let's just get it right. The tree landed with a crash. Okay? I want you to do number 7. Take the time to code number 7 for me, please. I will give you a minute to code it and tell yourself what needs to, how to say the words. Take a minute and do that. Okay. Here we go. As you did number 7, you should have circle, learn word the. We haven't done this one, but this will be digraph CH. Yes, we have. Digraph CH. Vowel and closed syllable short. Argue with the breathe. Vowel and closed syllable short. Color with the breathe. Box our suffix. A vowel and closed syllable short. Circle, learn word the. Underline digraph CK. A vowel and closed syllable short. Underline digraph EE. Two adjacent like letters. The first one we usually say. This one will say E. We will not say the second one. As you look back and talk to yourself and tell yourself, have the conversation with yourself of what you're supposed to say. The rich man funded the track meet. So one more time, well, we're going to do it more than one time. The rich man funded the track meet. You try it yourself. All right. So let's read the first sentence. Go ahead. You should have said the tree landed with a crash. Read this number 7. The rich man funded the track meet. Very good. We will keep things moving, guys. And as we do, we're going to look at the page that has the repeated accurate practice, the RAP page. Okay. And that page for you, we're going to look at the one that has 29.1. Okay. And we're going to look at that middle set. And this practice here is not about necessarily sounding, but eventually as we read, we want to make that sounding be quick as we can, where we want the coding to just be quick. We want to be able to just read the words. And so we want to practice trying to read with the words when we see them without all the stumbling. So here we go. We're going to try that now. You just follow with me, please. The first row, we're going to do this middle row right here. Funded, landed, lended, winded, bonded. Next row with me. Landed, winded, funded, bonded, lended. Your turn to lead. On that same row, you should have said lended, bonded, winded, landed, funded. One more time. Winded, lended, landed, bonded, funded. If you funded something, you paid for it. Um, Winded could mean that you're tired. Landed means you sat down or you set it down. Okay, so funded, you paid for it. Winded could mean that you're tired or out of breath. Landed means you set something down or you placed it down. The plane landed, the plane came down. Okay, now we're going to be doing the spelling deck, and when we do the spelling deck, remember that I need you to look and listen, echo what I say, name and right. That means look and listen right now. Since this is just a video, you're going to listen, echo the sound that I give you, name the letter or letters that you're going to write, and then write them. So here we go. You should have that paper already on the side, so I'm going to go ahead and just start. Echo, name, write. Echo, name, write. G, echo, echo the sound. Name, tell me what you're going to write, and then write it. Echo, name, write. And remember, you should have 4 things written for that one. Echo, name, write. There should be 3 for that one. Ooh, echo, name, write. Ah, echo, name, write. Echo the sound. Name, tell me what you're going to write. Write it. J, echo, name, and then write it. As an umbrella. Echo, name, write. V, as in violin. Echo, name, write. P, echo, name, write. I, echo, name, write. Th, as in thumb. Echo, name, write. L, echo, name, write. Sh, echo the sound. Name, tell me what you're going to write. Then write it. Ah, echo, name, write. You should have 2 things written with that one. W, echo, name, write. S, echo the sound. Tell me what you're going to write and write it. You should have 3 things for s, echo, name, write. D, echo, name, write. M, echo, name, write. As in book. Echo, name, write. E, echo, name, write. B, echo, name, write. E, echo, name, write. Echo, name, write. Echo, name, write. Mm. Echo. Name. Right. Mm. Echo. Name. Right. You should have two answers for that one. Z. Echo. Name. Right. There should be two answers for that one. Now, after you've written that final one, keep the paper on the side because you're gonna need to stay with me. Don't start to zone out. Don't start to zone out. Stay with me so that we can keep on going. Okay. The next thing that we're gonna do is the we're gonna get ready to do the phonemic awareness, which means we're gonna do the sound cards. I'm gonna need you to look, listen. There may be not much to see, but you're still gonna be looking, listening, echo what you hear me say, echo what you hear in the mirror, pull down your sound pictures and label, pull down your sound pictures, and then you're going to replace them back on the chart. So don't try to go faster than me. Let's get ready to set up our board. That's what we're going to do now. We're going to set up our board. Okay? We're going to set up the board. We need our lip puffer p and b. We need our tongue tapper t and d. We need our back kickers k and g. We need our lip chiller and v. We need our tongue chiller and v. We need our thin streams and z. We need our fat stream, which is going to be, I picked up a deck that didn't have it, but we need our fat streams right there, which will look like this one. We are going to need our mixed up here. Okay. We're going to need our nasals. Mm, mm, mm. Our w and ooh and r, j and sh. Our smiling vowels. A, E, I, E. Our round vowels. I'm sorry. O. Our and our these are the round vowels. Our open vowel and our round vowels. So now your board should be set, and let's begin. Let's get ready to let's get ready. I will say the sounds. You echo. So right now we need eh. I'm sorry. We need t, s, ng. Echo. T, s, ng. Look and now look in your mirror. T, s, ng. And place the cards, please. That should be mm. Okay, let's replace. Next, we need w, e, g. Echo. Now, use your mirror. Echo in your mirror. W, e, g. And let's pull down the cards. Pull the sound pictures. W, e, g. Okay. Once you place them correctly, now let's replace them back where they go. Now, next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and show you. We're going to do some changes here now. Now, look, listen, echo. We're going to unblend. We're going to pull down our sound pictures that we need. Then we may add, take away, trade them, switch, or we may just repeat what we have, okay? So that's what we're going to do now. The first one, tan, echo, tan, unblend. What are the sounds? Ah, mm. Good. Now let's find the sound pictures, the cards. All right, that's what you should have. Tan. Now that you have t, a, n, tan, let's get nat. Echo, nat. Unblend, that's right. You should have said n, a, t. Oh, now let's make this say nat. What do we need? Very good. You would have switched, and that gives you n, at. Very good. Next, we have n, at. Let's make n, at, or nat. Let's make it say hat. Echo. That's right, hat. Now let's unblend. What are the sounds? That's right, the sounds are at. And what do you need? Let's make the change. There you go. Nat is hat. Now, what did we do to go from nat to hat? We traded the mid-nasal n for the unvoiced panting air, and that gave us hat. All right, very good. Let's replace those cards. And as you replace the cards, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do next. The next thing we're going to do is spelling. And I'm going to say again, you need to wake up, stay with me, okay? Don't forget our just add rule. Today we're spelling with derivatives. That means that those endings that we've been working on, we're going to put them on the words that we're spelling. Okay? So that means you're looking and listening. You're going to echo. You're going to unblend and pull. We'll unblend and we'll pull down the sound pictures. Once we do that, we're going to identify the base word and the suffix. And then we'll try to figure out, after that, we'll make a decision about how to spell the words. And we will touch and spell. Then you're going to name and write. That means you're going to tell me what you're going to write, and you're actually going to write it. Okay? And after that, once you've written the words, we will then code it and read it to make sure we did the right things. Okay? So the first word is ended. So echo, ended. Unblend, e, n, d, d. Ended. E, n, did. That's kind of difficult. I'm having trouble with that one, so let's go ahead and put it up there. E, n, d, d. Oh, I'm sorry, n, ed. E, n, d, e, d. So, e, n, d, e, d. All right? So, once we've done that, let's identify our base word. E, n, d. That means that the rest is our suffix. Now we've done that. What will this stand? What will this represent? E, N, D, and our suffix will be E, D. So write that, please. Now, again, the last time we did this, some of you didn't stay with me and you didn't write. This is what you should have on the paper. Now, we're going to code it, which means we have to box our suffix, and then a vowel and a closed syllable is short. And so our base word is end, ed, ended. Okay? The next word, well, let's replace those cards, please. Let's replace those cards. Once you've replaced the cards, let's do one more. Let's do sanding. Echo, sanding. Let's unblend. The sounds are s, a, n, d, ing, sanding. So now we need to pull the cards. Our card for s, a, n, d, I, ing. Okay. Now let's identify our base word and then the other two represent our suffix. So now let us let's touch and spell S-A-N-D. And then our suffix is I, and this stands for NG. S-A-N-D-I-N-G. N-G. So now let's go ahead and write that on the paper, on your paper. And if I'm doing it, so are you. Once it's written on your paper, let's go ahead and code. That means we need to box our suffix, the vowel and the closed syllables short, mark it with a breathe, and our word is sanding, sanding, okay? Very good. Now that was the last one that we were going to do there, so now let's get ready to do our dictation. That means I'm going to read a sentence. You will repeat the sentence or echo the sentence. Then you will write the sentence. Sorry. So I will say it, you will echo. I will say it again. Then you write the sentence. And then I will show you the sentence correctly written. We will code the sentence. That means I will code my sentence written and you will code your sentence as well. You will code yours and we will read it to make sure we have what we have written matches what needs to be, what we have written matches what I said, okay? That's what we're looking for. So let's remember that if we have a consonant and we have the final k sound, we have a consonant, then we have a final k sound, that can be spelled with a K. Okay? Let me also remind you that final position E can be spelled with the letters E, E. We will also see learned word SHE, she, and don't forget learned word the. Okay? So those are the rules that you're going to need while you write the sentence. The sentence is, she planted a tree. I'm sorry, she planted the tree. So let me say it again. Let me say it correctly. She planted the tree. Echo. And when you echoed, you should have said, she planted the tree. Now I'll say it one more time, and after I say it, you just write the sentence. She planted the tree. As you are writing your sentence, don't forget that your sentence should start with a capital letter. Don't forget that your sentence should end with some sort of punctuation. Okay. She planted the tree. This is what your sentence should look like. If you wrote it in cursive, it should look like that. If you wrote it in print, I will do that as well. In either case, let's go ahead and code this. Learn word she, circle. the next word, we will box our suffix. A vowel in a closed syllable is short, mark it with a brief. Circle, learn word the. Digraph EE gets underlined. Macron on the first one, cross out the second. Our sentence should say, she planted the tree. If you didn't have the correct thing written, I hope you went ahead and wrote it. Now, just as a reminder on your way out the door, let me make sure that I tell you about the just add rule that we looked at today. Okay? If you have a base word and we want to add a consonant suffix, we just add it. Okay? If we have a base word and we want to add a consonant suffix, we just add the suffix. If we have a base word and we want to add a vowel suffix, we have a base word, we want to add a vowel suffix, we will look at the last three letters of the word. If the last two are consonants, we just go ahead and add it. So those are the just add rules. A base word with a consonant suffix, you just add. A base word adding a vowel suffix, if the last two letters of the base word are consonants, you just add it. That's all we've done today. You guys, that is the end of the lesson. Please go back to class, replace your sound cards, make sure you put your sheet inside your notebook, and be awesome.